Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and this is actually not the original intro I had for this video. You see, I recorded a lot of this video already, but then I stumbled upon some of the craziest comments that I've seen just yet, where, as you can see now on screen, these people are saying that Korone is taking blood money and contributing to genocide because she's playing Hogwarts Legacy. And even worse, they're making physical threats towards her, as you can also see right there on screen. So yeah, take this as a sort of prelude to the absolutely pathetic and deranged and terminally online behavior that we're about to go over in this video. And yeah, on to the original intro and the rest of the video as initially recorded before I decided to put this section first. So guys, as you can see here, we've actually got the one, the only, the legend Korone Inugami playing Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, 2025, literally just minutes ago, Korone finished this nearly 5-hour-long stream of Hogwarts Legacy. Very cute, very wholesome stuff, right? Except if you're a boring, strange person on Bluesky, because those people are actually raging. They are actually crashing out right now, seething, going full aggro on Korone for playing Hogwarts Legacy. In 2025, they're actually still seething about this game. We're going to get right to their rage in a second, but I'll take this opportunity while we're here talking about Korone to fanboy a bit, because Korone to this day is still my favorite VTuber. She's the one who really introduced me to VTubers. In 2019, I made a video titled VTubers are probably going to take over YouTube or something like that in 2019. And in 2020, I found out about Korone because she had a bunch of viral clips going on. And I think a lot of people had their first experience with JP VTubers, which were pretty much the only VTubers back then, through Korone and these clips. And then a number of months later, in September 2020, Hololive EN Gen 1 debuted, and the rest is history. But yeah, I think Korone is a legend. She is a freaking icon, the idol, you know? She is her. She's the one. She's him. And the last thing I'll say really quick is Korone, sometimes she'll sit there with her mouth open like this. And sometimes when I'm reacting to videos, you may notice I do the same thing. That's actually because, to me, it's a little Easter egg to Korone, and I'm paying respects to Korone. And now I need your help because, for those, very, very knowledgeable Hololive people out there, there was a video from Billy. I think it was Billy. 99% sure it was Billy, of Korone. And she was sitting there playing games with her mouth open And then Okayu comes up and starts feeding Korone, I think rice balls, but I forget what it was entirely. And then eventually Korone accidentally bites Okayu's finger. And it's a really funny and cute and wholesome video. And I can't find it anymore. So if any of you guys know the video I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments. And it's much appreciated. And thank you for your patience. Now we'll go to take a look at Bluesky's rage. I hope you guys are ready for how pathetic this is. So we're here on Bluesky, and all I'm doing is typing in Korone. There you go, Korone. And instantly you can see this account, Jacqueline, saying, "There is no excuse for a VTuber streaming Hogwarts Legacy. Unsubscribe. Oh no. What is Korone going to do without Jacqueline and the other dozen Bluesky people all mad at her now? This is devastating news, guys." No, but seriously, this is extremely pathetic behavior, and it goes on and on and on. We're going to take a look at all these tweets. Or not tweets, posts, whatever they're called on Bluesky. And yeah, I mean, what if we click the responses here first? Let's do that. "It's honestly pretty telling how the indie VTubing scene is 45% trans women, yet mainstream normie VTubing has none." What? "I honestly feel like it says something if a scene leans extremely trans-inclusive on the indie end, but people being paid for it are 100% cis. It never happens on accident. It's small media firms being aggressively transphobic. I mean, you're the last person I gotta teach about that, but still, sheesh." What the frick? I don't even, what are they even talking about? Small media firms? Are they referring to Hololive as a small media firm? I don't even understand what they're saying here. It's just craziness. "I'll be needing to mute this to keep my notifications from flooding. But yeah, sorry this happened, y'all." Oh, I'm so sorry that Korone played Hogwarts Legacy. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to us guys. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, if Japan is truly not getting enough news about this, then that's a big problem. These people actually think the entire world revolves around them. Oh my gosh, people in Japan don't know that there's a few dozens of us on Bluesky that get mad if they play Hogwarts Legacy? How could they not know about this and bow down to our demands? We're the main characters. They're supposed to do everything that we demand. Jolene has had her Nazi campaign of eradication against us out in the open long enough. Who the frick is Jolene? Do you mean J.K. Rowling? I had to look this up because, I never even actually knew her first name. I looked it up. Her first name is apparently Joanne, so I don't know who Jolene is. Maybe that's a typo or something. "This frickin' aloofness can't continue, and we have every right to be enraged by it." And a different person says, "Not an excuse, but I bet it's the same reason we're all on this mess to begin with. People are comfy and don't care to see what's going on with people unless it affects them specifically." Yeah, so the implication there is that if you're not upset that Korone is playing Hogwarts Legacy, that you don't care what's going on with other people unless it affects you. If you're not upset at Korone playing Hogwarts Legacy, which is such a ridiculous take. And it goes back to what I said a minute ago, that these people think they're the main character. They think everything revolves around them. On one hand, I can see how streamers are treating it like a job and following the algorithm, blah, blah, blah. But on the other hand, it's like the lowest bar of being supportive. Like, how hard is it to just not support that transphobic garbage that isn't even written all that well? Also, how is it in the algorithm like it came out years ago and got zero press or recognition, except people grinning up controversy because trans people stopped watching anyone who played it? Most attention it got was when that one transphobic VTuber faked getting hate raids for attention. So for a second I thought they were talking about Pikami there, but no, I'm pretty sure they're talking about Silvervale actually, because I recall when Silvervale talked about getting harassed for playing Hogwarts Legacy and she was crying on stream, that a bunch of these people said that she was faking her tears and that she wasn't actually getting harassed. And they did say similar things about Pikami. Specifically, they denied harassing Pikami when there was literally on record evidence of a number of them wishing violent things to happen to Pikami. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the like faking getting hate raids thing is a reference to what they were saying about Silvervale back then. So they're still mad at Silvervale. And a few months ago, they were actually still mad at Pikami as well. I remember when there was like news of, I forget if it was a Hogwarts Legacy sequel or something. There was some news about Hogwarts Legacy a few months ago. And on Bluesky, people were once again bringing up Pikami and insulting her again. So yeah, apparently Hogwarts Legacy has just been living rent-free in the minds of these people for years now. Years and years and years. And, you know, you'd think they would have the self-awareness to see how all of the rage really only contributed to negative things for trans people, and it didn't help trans people at all. It just made things worse for them. But here they are on Bluesky, still getting mad, doing the exact same thing that gave them terrible optics to begin with, and now they're doubling down, dozening down at this point, and we still have a lot more to go over, so let's continue. As a general note, the animosity against Hogwarts Legacy and Harry Potter is on the whole much more muted in Japanese spheres, so Hololive and Korone may be less inclined to recognize this as a problem. Oh yeah, guys, it's a big problem. So perhaps it's a good time to make the JP sphere recognize that it is a bit of a serious issue. What's the implication there? They're going to go in Korone's chat and like spam her with hate comments or something? Or like go on her Twitter account and spam her? Like what do you mean you got to make JP sphere recognize this is an issue? That's going to backfire on you so hard if you actually do that. Just FYI, that's like one of the worst things you could possibly do right now is start like trying to attack Hololive over Korone streaming Hogwarts Legacy. And there's some sweet irony with this username being at terrible.moe, which is almost terrible.move, because like that would be a terrible move if you really did that. That would just be beyond a bad idea. It is squarely on Korone's team to assess what's happening, by the way. If they look at this and go, oh, well, it's fine to lose these viewers since so many transphobes are sticking around. Well, sure, I guess. The odds of that happening decrease as more people vocally unsubscribe and complain. So apparently the bar for being a transphobe is now, like, not getting upset at Korone for this and not unsubscribing from her channel. Like, if you still watch Korone, you're just apparently a transphobe by default. There's probably even some trans people who don't care that Korone is playing Hogwarts Legacy. They're not acting like these Bluesky people. But apparently that still makes them transphobic. That's how low the bar is nowadays. It's quite astonishing. Korone is scheduled to play the Turf Wizard game. Unfollowed, unsubscribed. I make no exceptions. You support Turfs, it's over for us. No exceptions. Yeah, except there is no us. There's just you being a weirdo. And people in the responses, raging. It's not that hard to play a different freaking game. She's sponsored for it too. She's quite literally taking blood money for this. Blood money? May her head roll genocide supporter? Oh my gosh, bro. And you know what? I thought that name seemed kind of familiar, and here's why. Because this is the same person who made that crazy freaking hit list a few months ago that I talked about in a video I made titled Bluesky made a hit list of VTubers they want canceled, where this same person and some others on Bluesky were accusing myself and a bunch of other VTubers of being Nazis. It was some of the most terminally online stuff you could imagine. And go figure, that same person, well, first of all, after I made that video, they tried to play victim, which is hilarious considering that they're the ones who made the crazy hit list. But like I was saying, go figure that that's the same person who's also advocating for violence against Korone. Continuing on with these people raging at Korone for playing Hogwarts Legacy, we've got Korone is streaming the stupid freaking dumb freaking idiotic freaking stupid freaking turf wizard game. Why did you have to freaking do that, Korone? And then showing another image here where they are also unsubscribing from Korone, man. There's an absolute graveyard of people I used to respect and used to watch thanks to this game. As soon as you ask people to give trans folk a shred of the benefit of the doubt in a material fashion, their allyship peels away like asbestos Latin wallpaper. I'm just so disappointed. How could she not have known this? This is genuinely disheartening. Knowing Hololive, when one person gets approved, then they kinda all get the shot at it. So, unfortunately, it's gonna be on subbing multiple accounts probably. Bro, they do realize that Hololive VTubers have already streamed Hogwarts Legacy before. I distinctly remember when Kobo was streaming Hogwarts Legacy in the middle of like the initial outrage towards this game. And it was the funniest stuff because while he had a bunch of Twitter cops, because this was like before the influx of Bluesky, so a lot of these people were still on Twitter. And you had a bunch of these Twitter police getting all mad at people for playing Hogwarts Legacy. Meanwhile, you just had Kobo going off like this, which was so hilarious and wholesome. Just like singing that freaking song.
Bang, bang, bang.
And the frames just make it even funnier. It's like 2 FPS. Yeah, you can stay mad, Bluesky. Stay mad. There's just something hilarious thinking about how those people are seething while Kobo's just singing, like enjoying the game. And to think Korone was who got me into VTubing to start with. It's on Korone's team and Korone herself to look into games. And the fact that the Harry Potter controversies are not talked about in the JP sphere is a serious problem. It's really not. Disgusting. Shame on Korone and her team. Oh, look at this. The person who was advocating for violence against Korone had more to say, going on to say, lol, the Korone-loving genocide supporters are out, folks. Block with reckless abandon. And then this complete crash out. If you are not trans, and frankly, unless you are trans and in the UK, you are not allowed to argue against my words on this matter. Okay, dude. Yeah, trying to police the internet, that's gonna go real well for you. No one's allowed to argue with me. My words are my words. Like, bro. My rights were stolen by that redacted, and Korone has the gall to take in money from them. Man, it's astonishing how lame this person is. Just so pathetic. Oh my gosh, it just doesn't stop. Then they crashed out even more, saying, I truly, entirely wish ill on Korone and all her friends. They're all complicit now. They've taken money. They are complicit in what comes. I'm so angry. And then what do we got here? I used to look up to her. She was the one that got me interested in VTubing in the first place. But now, to say I'm extremely upset would be the understatement of the century. I may not live in the UK, but I have trans brothers and sisters who do, and what she did was beyond BS. I'm extremely angry, to the point where words don't do justice how I feel. As a trans person, I feel betrayed because I used to think of her as an example of what VTubers should be like. How naive I was to even feel or think that way. Don't have heroes. You'll be disappointed every time. Oh, they weren't done there though. Check this out. This honestly makes me both angry and depressed. Korone was literally the VTuber that got me interested in VTubing. I'm honestly glad I removed the VTuber tag from all my socials, because this is disgusting. Blood is on your hands now, Korone. Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me, dude. Screw you forever letting me think of you as a good person. Bro, you can't be judging anyone when you're acting like that. Seriously, throwing stones from a glass house. Important to note, Sega publishes this trash in Japan. Korone is a Sega ambassador. This is a sponsored/contracted stream, and refusing would probably get her graduated. That said, don't watch it. Unsubscribe for the duration. A notable dip in numbers does send a message to our corpo handlers. Okay, so we already know these people are delusional, but their delusions get even taken even further when they think that there's actually going to be a significant negative impact on Korone because they're mad and they're unsubscribing. Dude, it's not going to matter at all. She's not going to care at all. What the frick? Sega published it? This sucks. Korone probably doesn't even have a say in this without losing her job. I'm unsubscribing because I absolutely don't support that game, and I hope the amount of unsubs Korone gets sends a message to Hololive Corp. Korone got me into VTubing too. Well, look at this. After all that scrolling and reading, I've actually found some people on Bluesky defending Korone. This person's also trans, and they're defending Korone. And they say people are apparently trashing on Korone for playing Hogwarts Legacy now. Are you guys okay? Someone else saying they're sick in the head. And the OP is saying, seriously, why do people always need to get so violent when it comes to stuff like this? Response reading for real. It's a cult. However, on the rest of Bluesky, the rage continues. Let me remind you, all I've really been doing is typing in Korone on Bluesky search right there and just scrolling. And now I see this one. Can't say I'm surprised this time, or any time this kind of thing happens really, but there's no such thing as a good corporate VTuber. Bro, don't act like y'all weren't harassing indies for playing Hogwarts Legacy too. Literally had a website that was like, about, did your favorite streamer play Hogwarts Legacy? Type in their name here, blah, blah, blah. It's sad how people who are already more than well off will still choose to take the bag over human rights, like Korone. And as I keep scrolling, we once again have the Mega Rager here. It disgusts me some of you are trying to excuse that Korone stuff is just following orders. Didn't know you people were complicit as well. This person is 24/7 perpetually mad about something. Like, bro, clearly you're not the victim you think you are when you have the privilege of spending this much time and energy on Bluesky slot posting and rage. Then we got this one showing Korone streaming Hogwarts Legacy and saying, Korone, no! And I think I'll leave it there. Yeah, it's enough of this. I need to get some fresh air after that much time on Bluesky, dude. So I'm going to keep this outro very short so I can get right to uploading this video and then get some fresh air as mentioned. I'm sure you guys all understand. Holy smokes, dude. Like, yeah, that's just complete insanity. If you enjoyed my coverage, please consider checking out Korone's channel first of all. If you're not already subscribed to her, consider checking her out. She is, as mentioned, a legend. Much love to Koro-san. And if you enjoyed my coverage, please also consider liking or subscribing to me. It helps out greatly, and I appreciate you. I'll see you in the comments here and in the next one. Have a great day.